Where did we come from? This simple question has confounded human beings for ages. It's reasonable to assume that someone might have raised this question as soon as we started to have communicable language and cognitive ability eons ago. The recent discovery of a fossil piece showing similar voicing capability as ours may date verbal communication to 500,000 years ago. Likely, it was not language as we know it today. Modern chimpanzees show a hint of the thinking process, i.e., cognition, implying that humans could think very early on. Without any hard evidence as to the origins of our language and intelligence, we might never know when or how this question was first asked. It is commonly believed that we asked this question out of natural curiosity, which has been around since early in our existence. Humans have always been curious by nature, indeed since the early days. Early humans were curious about practical matters, mostly things about which they had immediate concerns. For example, they might have been curious why some nuts, bitter almonds for example, might cause breathing difficulties upon ingestion, why some plants had the ability to stop the bleeding from open wounds, e.g. yarrow, or why fire could not arise from damp wood. Such a non-tangible question of our origins could only be entertained when they did not have to worry about their livelihood and had tons of time on their hands. Why might that question even be contemplated and in need of answers? Some believe there was a need to know all along. Who needs to know? Early humans' basic social units might have consisted of immediate families, close relatives, and friends during hunter and gatherer times. We do not have written records as to how these human clans were organized, but it would be reasonable to assume that our social structures were similar to those of our closest relatives, advanced primates. Evolution psychologists suggest that typical social group sizes were a few dozen, around 30 individuals in those days, similar to modern-day chimps in their natural habitat. It could be as many as 150 in some rarer cases, but larger groups tend to disintegrate into smaller cliques unless rules and regulations are established and observed throughout.